Hi, I'm Caroline. Welcome to FYI NewsByte. Here's what we found for your information this lunchtime. There's been a roll call for new schools. 20 new primary and secondary schools are being built to cope with a growing child population, especially in cities. Education Minister Ruairi Quinn made the announcement this morning. 1 in 3 women who've had babies in the recession described their pregnancy as a crisis pregnancy. Half of them did so in part because of cash worries. The HSE's Crisis Pregnancy Programme surveyed more than 2,000 women who gave birth between the summer of 2007 and June 2009. Forget crying into your jersey. A football shock result has turned to riots on the streets of Argentina. Fans of the legendary River Plate team took to the streets of Buenos Aires after their team was relegated for the first time in its 110-year history. At least 55 people were injured, including police. Officers used water cannons, rubber bullets and tear gas to try to disperse the crowd, who threw rocks and set fire to rubbish bins and cars. The Aussie government's facing a legal battle over its plans to strip down cigarette packaging. A tobacco giant has launched a court action over moves to ban company logos from boxes, replacing them with grisly health warning images. Philip Morris is the first to take action on the legislation. Aussia's Prime Minister Julia Gillard says she won't back down.
We're not going to be intimidated by big tobacco's tactics, whether they're political tactics, whether they're public affairs kind of tactics out in the community, or whether they're legal tactics. We're not taking a backward step. We've made the right decision and we'll see it through.
The US is counting the cost of the storms. Burst riverbanks that stranded thousands in the city of Minot in North Dakota have now reached a crest, but the cleanup is expected to take time.
It took 9 months back in 1969 before people started getting back into their homes. So, I mean, this is not just a quick thing. This is going to be a year-long or better event.
Stranded by a storm, dramatic sea rescues have been caught on camera in China. Crew members from at least 2 vessels were rescued after their ships were stranded in rough seas by a passing tropical storm. 12 seafarers were brought to safety after several failed attempts to get them off their boat. And in a separate rescue, 2 men trapped for over 8 hours on their ship were eventually pulled to safety. Jacket to thrill and a price tag to match. The leather jacket worn by Michael Jackson in the Thriller video has gone onto the hammer for $1.8 million. It was sold at a Beverly Hills auction house to a collector of pop memorabilia from Austin, Texas. FYI is interactive. From your opinions to news you think we should be covering, we want to hear it all. FYI is available to you 24/7 online for all the information you need to know. Simply log on to tv3.ie/3e/FYI. Here you'll find the latest stories, video catch-ups, comments and the FYI blog. We're also available to you on Twitter and Facebook. Just log on to the website and hit the social networking shortcuts. Time now for a look at the funniest clips on the web. Here's our top 5. At number 5, forget throwing the bouquet. At some weddings, they throw their women. At number 4, clap if you want to see a faceplant. There you go. At number 3, Tom Hanks gives weather reading a go in Spanish while dancing. Now that's a good forecast.
La temperatura máxima me parece que tenemos aquí 90, 93.
At number 2, never try this at home, kids. You may not be superhuman like this guy. And number 1 today, this anchor is having real trouble with one stinker of a news story.
A man in West Virginia faces assault charges after police say he passed gas and fanned it to the officer. Wayne, don't laugh. After the man was already arrested for DUI, according to police report from St. Cruz. I can't even get through this.
He passed the gas so loudly the officer said it was...
Tune into FYI later for the newest downloads. We'll have more on the top stories, plus catch up on today's tech news with Cassie, and Paul will be here with all the sport. We'll see you back here at 6, right here on 3E. Thanks.